How's it going, everybody? Adam here, and we are outside of the cabin. Check it out. We got the greenhouse right there. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day, and I need to get prepared for the gardening season coming up. So let's do some work on the greenhouse and get that going. So here we have it. Here is my 8x8 greenhouse, and the plan is we're going to get inside all good to go. I'm going to build some planter boxes. It'll kind of be like a keyhole garden going in all the way around here. Have to finish up my tunnel to the chickens. Have ventilation going up here as well. Maybe I will make some pulleys to finally get that all good to go so I can keep the door closed, ventilation through the top, keep those windows open and good to go. But the first order of business is I got to bring the wood down and we'll get the keyhole garden all set to go in here. Beautiful day out here. Chickens are loving it. Hey ladies, you doing some scratching? Finding some good stuffs? They are definitely happy that the nice weather's here. Hey, what's up girls? Hey. Yeah. Nice blue skies. What are you all finding, eh? Let's see here. I think 6 feet's a bit big. So we'll do 5 feet. 2 boards at 5 feet. Do one more on the inside there. And that'll start us off. What do we need for this centerpiece? That's the question at hand. Yeah, looks like 3 feet. And 3 feet right there. All right, side number 2. Have to do a little adjustment on the door here. I think it shifted a little bit. So I think I'm going to take the bottom plate out. That'll give me some more room on the bottom, which I need. And I may have to shimmy it over this way as well so the door can fit back closed again, because as it sits, it's just a little off. Here's what I'm talking about with the keyhole garden. So we got our first templates in. Well, I got my tiller here. We'll till this all up. We'll add soil. And I may do a second row on top of these ones as well. Here, so we need, we'll cut that at 40. Be here soon by the sounds of it. Should be what, 4'10". Let's see. Yep, 4'10". All right, there's one. We got her cut. Fit her in place. Boom, and Bob is your uncle. Got the little keyhole in. All my supporting slats in place. I have a bag of soil I'll get dumped in, and we are off to the races and getting the greenhouse going for the first planting of the year. So here we are, have my supporting slats in there, and over on this side, not looking too bad. So there's going to be all kinds of goodies all planted in and around here. which should be absolutely great coming up for the gardening season. First bag of soil, got the fancy stuff, Pro Mix Premium Vegetable and Herb Mix. So we'll get this into this side of the bed and we'll be starting off on the right foot. So I'm just noticing now what I'll have to do is I'll have to put up another 2x6 along here and along here, just so my soil can stay more contained in the bed and not against the outside boards there. I'll do that all the way around here once the time comes. It's still a little bit frozen to the ground, but I'm trying to get ahead of it this year, so this is great. We are off and cooking in the right direction with this. We're getting ahead of the game this year. That is absolutely awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So I'll give you all a rundown of what I'm kind of planning to do for the garden area this year. I think I'm going to change it up a bit as opposed to another year that I did it. So I have my beds all covered up here. Here's where I did potatoes last year. I had tomatoes and carrots in this bed. I had tomatoes and some greens in this bed. Obviously there's the greenhouse. Here's my herb garden right here. So what I'm thinking about doing is changing it up a little bit. Do some potatoes coming down into this area here. As opposed to doing potatoes right here, I'll extend these garden beds going down all the way through, and I might even make another couple garden boxes. That'll give me a lot more area here. I still have to do a little bit of drainage coming from the pond. We had a little bit of overflow coming down in here, which is no worries. Right here is my row of raspberries. Trimmed it up last year, but I'm going to come back here in the next little bit and get these tops trimmed up again. After I get the tops all trimmed up for the raspberries, hopefully that'll encourage more growth for this year. I'd like to get some more raspberries planted, blackberries and blueberries. There's a huge blackberry bush that's like 12 feet tall down around the corner, so I want to do some transplants. I'll have a row of blackberries, a row of blueberries, and a row of raspberries. That's the plan, at least. Pond's still frozen over, but the idea is to hopefully rent an excavator, get this all dug out until over here, probably double the size of it, and my inflow, I'll have that going back, a ditch all the way back to the cabin, and this will hopefully be turned into a natural swimming pond. Should have a little bit of a seating area over here in front of the greenhouse with some plants and flowers, possibly a barbecue, stuff like that. But we'll see how the time progresses along. But doubled up the pond, and that'll give plenty of water and relaxation area into the coming months. So I'd like to have another garden bed just like this one, have a little bit of a raised bed garden, do it right the same, just a little bit further down. That way I can have two garden beds with all kinds of good soil in it. Did a hugelkultur in this one and did a hugelkultur in this one, and they just retain the moisture absolutely amazingly. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with this. Maybe even do another small one on the other side of the herb garden, or extend the herb garden as you see right here. The herb spiral last year, oh, it absolutely took off. It did so well. I didn't cut anything back. I left everything to hopefully go to seed, so I'm kind of curious what's going to come back this year. I can already see some chives starting to come in right here, and I still have some chives right here as well. And I'm surprised some even, look at that, some onions planted over came in. So we'll see. These are basil plants that I left. I left my savory over there. I'm fingers crossed that it all went to seed and we can have some stuff coming up through here.